That +1 dagger is
Yay!
apparently
It's
really nice for you.
loud.
Because I use it so much.
Anyway. I don't know what these songs are because I keep the music turned off because I don't like it. But so yes, we are here. We are queer. Get used to it. So we've looked at all the items. Bjorn, because you're so close to the corpse, you can also notice the gems that are embedded into the skull of Lady Elf.
I sure can.
I already pulled them out, but
Can I roll my appraisal skill?
yeah, you can look at them if you want, but I took them out already.
Oh, I didn't know you took them out. There's an appraisal skill?
No.
I would imagine that'd be investigation
But I have
at
one.
least.
Sure, investigation.
Okay, investigation. 16.
20. Bjorn, you know that these are gems worth 100 gold pieces a piece.
A peach.
They're made of peaches. Those are some expensive peaches.
Bjorn starts.
Raven, you also notice that these gems are worth 100 gold a peach.
Okay.
Bjorn starts bagging the gems in a little velvet bag, counting 100,
Dude.
200, 300.
You took them out of
And
her
he
hand.
says-
Yeah.
I do, yeah. He says this will contribute to the angel hunting fund quite well.
Yeah, I'm not letting them go.
Okay.
It was one thing for you to
athletics
look
goes
at
to you.
one, but I never gave you both.
So
If you want to have flex over it, we can do that.
yeah, athletics.
He fights
Okay,
the team
Bjorn
who expended
fails. Bjorn takes a 1.
No, you don't
kidding.
have any.
I
You
know.
haven't taken the
I
long
know.
rest. Athletics.
Bjorn puts out his hand and he says, "Come on, little girl, give me the gems."
I look at Bjorn for a moment. And I look at the rest of the party. If no one's actually gonna... Does anyone say anything?
Orin's just staring at his new halberd while nearly naked.
I mean, Esteva would be looking disapprovingly, but he's not necessarily going to speak up. He's going to let Raven take care of it herself if that's what she's going to do.
Raven looks at you and says, "No, Bjorn, I will be holding on to this. Please, give me the gem."
What are you going to spend it on? Candy? And
Please
he
hand me
hands
the
you
gem.
back the gem.
Make a wisdom saving throw, Bjorn.
He hands you back the gem.
Oh,
Alright.
Okay.
I place it into my pouch, and that seems about it.
That's disappointing.
It's up to him. If he wants to hand it to me, he can hand it to me.
I mean, you're just gonna fucking mug this little girl in front of the
Yeah.
Shaman and
Well, we can take her. She doesn't fight back.
Oh, what? You, by all means, try. You'll end up shrunk, and then drowning in the water.
Not if I'm within melee, bitch.
Why? You're gonna attack me
Oh
over,
no, one
over
psychic
money?
damage
You seem
again.
like you don't seem like the kind of guy who would do that. But all right.
No, I wouldn't. Unless you piss me off. But I just find it funny, the thought of Bjorn just stealing from him.
But yeah,
It's not really stealing either.
Raven says that.
I'm contributing to the angel hunting fund. We need a lot
It's
of money
not
to track
stealing
down
if
this angel.
she's dead.
Well, as far as you're aware, you want to give to me. Other than that, we are likely going to... I say to the party that, well, I'll take care of selling these, and I will distribute the money once they have been sold.
Orin just shrugs. And starts swimming across again with one glaive in his left hand and a halberd in his right.
Raven tries out the broom. What do I actually need to do?
Okay.
Is it just... Does it just work?
You did not do the ritual to know its command word.
Okay, I'll turn to Esva and ask her, how exactly do I use this?
Him.
As I him. I turn to him, and Raven says, how do I use this? As she like kind of just starts poking at it.
Oh,
Isabel, you know that the command word is up, up, and away, but yeah. Enjoy.
he says up, up, and away in Celestial, and it rises.
Okay, I also say in Celestial, up, up, and away, and does it actually work?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll fly across.
Enjoy your hoverboard.
Enjoy your
Is it going to explode in fire?
Orin kind of looks like he's kind of dolphin swimming through, but with a glaive in a hand and a halberd in another.
Yeah,
Looks like a freak.
Astaba just steps in a puff of mist and teleports back to the edge of the water and just like balances over the edge for a moment before righting himself and stepping away from the water.
Is there anything here that Björn could float on?
Looking back and
box.
seeing that Bjorn is rather hesitant, Raven will send you the broom.
Björn he looks a little guilty now, like, oh, I tried to rob that little bitch. And he says thank you and waves you off and hops in the broom. And you can tell he's never ridden a broom before.
Just hold on tight, Bjorn. Trust in the broom.
How has he lived his whole life without ever riding a broom, right?
I mean, really?
Yeah. But he's
Like,
never
not
ridden a
even as-
broom before. It's pretty obvious. And he gets to the other side, but it's really awkward and doesn't look very pretty.
I mean, that matches him. I mean, what?
Oh,
Yeah, pretty much.
did you taste that sauce? That was a nice sauce.
When you get over to this side, Raven will walk over to you and say, perhaps you should hold on to that for a little while. Get a little more practice in. It might be useful in the next fight.
I'm sure it will
Sure.
be useful. Oh, to Bjorn? Never mind.
She says to you with a smile, I'm sure it'll be more useful for you than it would the rest of us.
Well, alright, I never thought of myself much of a broom rider, but I'll give it a shot.
Orin
And
looks towards Bjorn after your kind of conversation about the broom and says, it looks kind of lame, as he's strapping on his armor.
Look, man, keeps me alive, then I don't mind looking like a dickhead.
Well, okay.
Raven looks over at Astava and asks him, was there a name to this object? I mean, this broom? Since a name would be given with identify. And if
I
not,
don't know. Is there a name?
if not, I'll tell Bjorn, why don't you name it?
It is the broom of sweeping, but name can be changed.
Yeah. Baseball will just
Yeah.
wave his hand.
Look at Bjorn, like, placing her hand on like, the tip of the broom. Ask, why don't you give it a name? Many say that names shape an object. And give
Orin
it power.
coughs at this, and he's just like, what? You're gonna name the broom?
Björn looks at Orin. He looks back at Raven. He says, "I'll think on it. I'll come up with one." And then he looks back at Orin, and he's like, he shakes his head like, "Nah, I won't."
Shit, yeah, it's a broom. So after about 10 minutes, Orin has put back his armor, and Asharn also has her clothes back on. I'm just going to let her have that.
Nah,
So
she
after
shouldn't
you
do
guys
that. She should
come
be
back
naked.
talking about all this stuff, the hunter turns towards you guys and says, so what now? What is there left for you guys to do? You've saved this town, you've saved its people. You found a room. What's left for you?
I could ask you the same. What will you do now? Children in the city above don't exactly have many in the form of guardians. You seem to have been taking care of the, Linda, because I forgot. Is that her name? I don't remember. Linda and her siblings. Are you going to stay here and keep an eye on them?
Well, the only real reason I took care of them was because free booze, but I'll probably stick around for a while, at least until the parents come back.
If you
But that
can,
could be-
until we find their parents, I would imagine that'd be rather helpful.
You're gonna look for their parents.
If, from what we've been told, they're headed towards the Frozen Keep. That's our destination as I look amongst the party.
Or kind of shrugs, nods, yeah.
Ace of nods.
We might come across them on our way there. I'm sure Linda would appreciate your company.
Well, if you're going through the Frozen Keep, if you're going to the Frozen Keep, then you're gonna have to go through the wood. It's the fastest way there. Why else do you need to go to the Frozen Keep other than informing some adults that their children are safe?
No,
I suppose we could always conquer it and turn it into a base of operations for our angel hunt. Well, did I say that out loud?
The hunter kind of perks up. Angel hunt?
Yes. Didn't we tell you?
Oh, right. You did say something about looking for that red flame that streaked across the sky.
Yes, that is
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah. What he said.
If needed, I could help you get through the old wood. I could stay with you until then, and then I'll head back and look after the children. At least until their parents come. The old wood can be quite a maze if you don't know where you're going.
A maze or a labyrinth, sir?
I wouldn't say a labyrinth, but a maze.
Are you sure? You know what the
Well,
difference is, Mr. Hunter?
It's a forest. So, it's like a corn maze isn't a corn labyrinth. There's no roof.
I'm trying to assert my mental superiority over this guy, but I just realized I've forgotten what the difference between a maze and a labyrinth is.
I'm pretty sure it's the ceiling.
Actually, no.
So a maze only has one way through it, but a labyrinth can have multiple paths.
Multiple ways in and possibly only one way out.
Okay, it's a forest. It's a bunch of trees that's hard to get through unless you know where you're going.
This is all in character.
Yeah.
Like the forest in the Pokemon games. That's a maze because it only has one way out. But had multiple ways in and multiple ways out, it'd be a labyrinth. Then it just needs a Minotaur.
Well, if it's a forest or a labyrinth or a maze, I imagine we'll need your help, sir. Or could use it.
You may even meet the Lady of the Wood. She's the protector of the forest and its creatures.
Then
She knows quite a lot. She may know something about your angel.
I see. That could be very helpful.
Well, in any case, it seems like you have a direction. I would suggest we stay in town tonight and then leave first thing in the morning. After we gather some provisions, of course.
She nods. Says, my name isn't all that important. But we never did catch yours. As she holds out her hand.
Fuck. You didn't give him a name.
I did not
I'm
give him a
Esteban.
name. Esteban?
Yep.
Esteban or Esteban?
Esteban.
My long lost brother.
Pedro.
So, guys, are we just going to ignore the elephant in the room? Or in the corner of the map?
There's an elephant.
Well, we can totally ignore it.
I kill it. I kill the elephant.
Okay, you have some ivory. Ivory worth is typically about 50 gold pieces per horn.
Sweet.
You're
Okay.
not
Okay.
it.
Yeah, but I'm like clearly
There's
I'm
no
talking about
fucking
this.
Now there's a demon corpse.
Yeah, I really got around to finishing that, but it is there if Nick wants to do something with it.
No.
All right.
If you guys want to do something to the corpse, whatever. That's your characters. I'm not a necrophiliac, so Oren's probably gonna leave.
Oh, I'll take a demon eye then. Like if you're actually gonna let me, you're gonna rip me an eye out of that corpse.
Sure.
All right. What do you want me to
You
mark
have
it
an
down
eye.
as?
That is slowly decaying.
Demon cat eye.
Okay.
Well, it's a demon eye. Is it really decaying that quickly?
Yeah. No, it's not. It's fine. Istava,
we
were you thinking
mutilating
of doing
cat claws.
things to this corpse?
Istava pulls out a bottle of holy water and splashes it all over the thing.
Okay. It is a kind of smoking corpse now. One.
Well, actually, didn't we just sanctify the water? If we just threw it in there, would that do anything?
I think that
Cleanse the
more.
water. It's not sanctified.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not whole. It's just not corrupted anymore.
Yeah, it's just water now with corpses in it.
all right.
And Oren's like, I'm not carrying a dead demon body.
Well, it's only the size of like a lion, so it only weighs about possibly 400 or 500 pounds.
I didn't say about the weight. I'm not carrying no demon body.
All right. So then, Oren, don't wander off and go after you.
Oren's like kind of distances himself from you a little bit. I can smell the eye.
Why so distant, Oren?
I can smell the eye.
Let's see.
He's creeped out, man. You creep him out.
That's
Why do you got an eye? Isn't normal, man.
Hmm.
Game over, man. Game over.
It's done. It'll decay.
So,
It'll
anybody else gonna do anything in here?
Let's see.
I just realized I don't have the old temple room because I
You deleted it, didn't you? Well, there was meant to be pirate treasure down here. Do you want to address that, or are we gonna ignore it?
No, there's no pirate treasure. This is the basement of the church.
Oh, right. This is the basement. We could swing by the pirate treasure. Actually, get some money out of this quest.
You got 2 gems.
The
Yeah.
what treasure?
Yeah, there was
Remember those pirate ships that we found before?
where you shot Dan in the chest with the arrow. There was a pirate ship.
What the fuck? There's a pirate ship.
Yeah, there was an old
We
abandoned pirate
talked
ship.
about that.
Yeah, there was treasure. We just never grabbed it.
Well,
I
let's.
totally forgot about that one as well.
I just didn't know if we were having it or not.
Upon
Like-
being reminded of treasure, Björn says, "Treasure? Yes, we better get that before we leave for the temple."
What I originally expected was about 3K worth of various gold and jewelry, but yeah, that's up to Nick.
Let's see here. Bjorn, you want to go to the pirate ship?
Of course,
Raven?
unless you think we shouldn't.
Raven would be interested in the historical value of the treasure.
Okay. Astava?
Björn is interested in the
not?
monetary value of the treasure.
Okay. Then you 3 can roll D100s for me.
Alright.
Because I'm not going to do the whole narrative for it. It's just going to take too long.
D100?
98.
Damn, way to go. Thank you.
What? Wow, really freaking average there.
It was like in
Like,
single digits.
You guys all together, you made 50.
Yep.
That's it.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you're right.
Wow. So, when you do explore the pirate ship, you do notice that a lot of the treasure seems to be ransacked. But you do know, you were able to find one chest that was hidden behind some ruined barrels, inside of which you saw quite a few gems, almost the same style as the ones that you found in the eyes. Bjorn and Raven, you do know that these do cost 100 apiece, and there are 10 of those gems. As well, there are 200 gold pieces.
All right. How many? Well, there's 5 of us in total, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not counting Magnus, unfortunately. Actually,
I don't care.
yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and.
Magnus is my lackey. I pay him to do stuff for me.
All right. So I'm gonna grab the
Doesn't-
10 gems. That's total 12 so far, and then there's 200 gold pieces.
Yep.
And we can either stick that in the party loot, or we can just divvy up that now.
It's up to you guys. Orin doesn't care. Bjorn holds Orin's money.
Yeah.
All right then. So
I'm that rich doctor.
200, right?
Yep.
Okay, it doesn't really break up evenly, so Raven will forgo her share, so divided by 5, so everyone gets 40 gold pieces. I can see. That is, well, you need to get.
Just put it in the party loot. And
Yeah, like the issue is like we're missing
we'll buy
players.
things when we'll buy things when we buy things. I don't really care too much about that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if we weren't missing players, it'd be easier to handle. So 200 gold pieces.
Like Bjorn was saying, it's just going to go to the angel hunting fund.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can probably just do party loot.
If we'll probably be at that point where I need some new gear. Okay, then how much does it cost? Okay, take it.
All right.
I'm pretty sure we won't. The only one who's a rogue here is Bjorn. So, and Orin may be a murderer, but he doesn't really care about gold.
Mhm.
Yeah, Bjorn's a thief, but Raven's the one holding 12 gems.
Bjorn is a respectable doctor.
I'm sure you are.
He's like one of those doctors who gets paid by pharmaceutical companies. He's still a doctor and he does help people, but he does get paid a lot to push drugs.
What are they?
Well, please want to be Viagra. Like early form Viagra, where they thought it helped with heart disease.
Why do you
Yeah,
think
but really,
Orin's
it caused heart
bulges
attacks. Anyway, so we are in the town now. Just because don't have that cheat either. Totally forgot about that. So once we do actually head back up to the temple, we do see a mutilated corpse of what we believe used to be the son of the priest. That sounds like an insult. Son of the priest.
Right, we left the dad to kill his son. That's right. I
Yeah,
remember that's fucked
And
up.
there's blood all around. And there are bloody paw prints that are leading away from the corpse.
I think at best we leave him alone.
Well, at least he did what he needed to do. I was half expecting to not see either of them up here.
I shared your concern, but the problem seems to have been addressed.
Is this werecat curse permanent, do you think?
I think after the death of the demon, his power is what turned him. So he may be okay, but at least he has his sanity back.
Does he really? He just had to kill his son.
It's like a
That's
cat.
that's not something that you're just going to forget.
He's a pretty cool cat.
Bjorn slaps Orin on the shoulder.
Nice.
Fucking nice one, yeah.
Orin winks.
It was something that needed to be done, and he did it. I think he'll be fine.
So, to our rooms in the town.
Well, actually, I'm not one to indulge into our vices, but there is a
I forgot
nice
to burn
bar.
this place down.
Oh, yeah. We haven't
How
left
could you?
yet.
Orin turns to Raven and is like, "Thank you for reminding me." Not what I meant.
She like
As
looks
Orin
at you
seems
for a
to kind of
moment.
skip back down the stairs.
Are we really going to let him do this, guys? I have no particular problem with it, but
I think it might actually be for the best. The place is rather corrupted, and there is another church being built. It's probably what I would do, really.
all right.
Just don't tell Asharn that.
Asharn's outside at this moment. She didn't
Whispering.
quite hear Orin's gleeful, I forgot to burn this place down! You
seems
do
sad.
hear a loud kind of stomping coming back up the steps as Orin is holding a bunch of bottles in his arms and just starts grabbing them and tossing them at the walls.
Raven will walk over and ask for one of the bottles.
Orin kind of like moves him away, squints his eyes a little bit at Raven and says, "For drinking or for throwing?"
Yes, Orin, I will help you burn down the building.
Orin tentatively hands a bottle to Raven.
She pours it out, and you know what, Nick? I guess it's not really a mechanical component of the grease spell anymore. But is the grease spell flammable?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I will pour it out, toss grease in there, and I tell you this should be very flammable. And please do be careful. It's essentially napalm.
Orin looks at Raven like, this isn't
Oh,
the
make it
first
sense.
time. I've done this a few times. You guys may want to get out of the building. As he starts pouring them in a trail towards the exit.
Bjorn knows the drill by now.
He's probably already heading for the door beforehand.
Yeah. He poured out that liquid, that flammable liquid, like a fucking master. Like he's done this 100 times before, and got out the door. He's really good at this job. If it was a job.
Like right now, as he's doing the trail, he's holding 2 bottles between fingers, and then another 2 in each hand.
Yeah.
So it's like it's like one of those bartenders who do the flips and stuff. Yeah, he's a pro. I burned down a few buildings in my time, Little Miss.
Have you
He's a
tried?
pyromaniac.
Have you ever tried burning down a building with this? Because I like web the entrance to the door.
No. As he splashes more booze across it, just the remnants. And then
Here,
he grabs his torch out of his pack, starts
Yeah.
sparking it,
I give you the web so it acts like a fuse, and you can light it up.
and then tosses it into the webs. And we're gonna see how this goes.
Just in case something bad goes on, she's ready to absorb elemental.
2 damage though.
Well, damage is after I absorb the element, gives me resistance to damage.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Get down! Everybody get down!
I
I
am
think
res-
Astava has
Yeah.
Yeah.
push it immediately. I can pull the cantrip up if you want.
I didn't hear you say again.
Oh,
Yeah.
Astava has control flames, so if anything goes wrong, he's just gonna snuff it.
Oh, way to go.
So, as the flames start, it starts to build quite nicely, and starts to smoke the building. Orin is looking at it like, man, this is a pretty good fire. And after about 10 minutes of the fire going, you hear a large large bang. Like, the sound of it just, and the rumbling in the ground kind of makes you just fall on your ass. But it may make you fall on your ass. Roll deck saving throws.
Alrighty.
Orin falls on his ass.
Okay, dexterity saving throw.
Oh!
Falls on his ass.
Bam.
Aceba, Raven are fine. Magnus and Sharon are also fine. But Bjorn and Orin, being the closest to whatever sort of bang happened, both lose their footing and just land on their asses. No real damage, but like, oh! Orin looks towards Bjorn like, nice. I don't know what that was, but awesome. And you start to hear...
And he says to the others, that doesn't usually happen.
You start to hear a rumbling as you can actually see through the flame at the door. The floor starts to cave in on itself into the basement and the cave below. It's like, overall, successful burning. And he gets off of his ass and starts down the path.
Oh, that didn't include what it does. Yeah, the second things start collapsing, Aespa recharges the spell slot and Misty steps out of there.
You were inside the building?
Oh no! Away, just in case. Just to be safe.
I think he's worried about the floor that we're essentially standing on top of a structure that has multiple empty. Like there's a double basement essentially, and it's gonna keep collapsing.
Oh, we're on the ground. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, we're outside, because unless any of you wanted to stay in the burning building.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's smart.
Yeah. Alright, and Orin turns around and starts heading back down the path. The hunter turns to you guys as Orin kind of takes the lead. Says, what the hell is that?
What the hell is what?
In these certain situations,
He kind of
sometimes
just
it's best
gestures
not
to like
ask.
just what happened, the building itself, and is like, that is that.
Oh,
guy?
the hunter? The hunter said that?
Yeah, the hunter is.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. What
Oh,
the hell, guys?
the holy oil must have tipped over.
I meant more in the vein of he just burnt down and basically exploded this building.
No,
Why?
the holy oil definitely fell over. There was a loose candle.
I saw him emptying bottles of liquor into the.
That was cleaning fluid. That was to clean the floors of the blood that we spilled everywhere because we clean up after ourselves. You know what? Stop asking so many questions.
I believe Dr. Bjorn is right. It was likely the holy oil. I want him to fail horribly.
Do you have a character sheet?
No, I don't actually. Like,
do you have a character? Okay.
For him, no, I don't. You feel free to give him as much wisdom as you think he needs.
This guy's fucking wise, man. He's so wise. He's so,
negative wise.
He's pretty wise.
Damn
Oh,
him,
shit,
he's wise.
He's pretty. He kind of just looks at you.
He doesn't know that I did it.
You're trying to do it here,
He doesn't know that I did it to him.
but I'm just going to accept it. And he knows that you spoke to him.
All right.
He's like, yeah, that's not happening. Whatever. At least it was getting demolished on Tuesday anyway. And he starts moving.
Well, Tuesday. I thought it was Wednesday.
It got bumped up.
Well, it did now.
Yeah. All right, so you guys all make it back to town. Start heading back. You guys can do whatever you like in town and whatnot. It's not that late yet. The sun is starting to descend, or set, as most people say. We're free to do whatever you like here. If you want to go beat up some kids for lunch money and whatnot, go ahead.
Guys, question.
Oh, I know.
Are you guys detecting any audio issues?
No.
I was having it breaking up quite a bit.
Yeah, Nick just now, right? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
He was kind of sound like a robot for a moment, but it seems to be
He
gone
did-
now.
Yeah, but it's good.
Okay.
That's good. It's good now.
Yeah, we're fine.
Um,
Don't worry about it.
is there anything in town
Okay.
that you think we need, guys? Are we doing like rations and food and stuff?
I don't care about rations.
All right. Let's see.
As a DM, I don't care.
Hmm.
It doesn't add anything to me, but you guys can.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna hang up and restart the call. Is that right?
Yeah.
Sure thing.
All right. So back in a sec. Sorry about that. Like I called and then it just hung up immediately after. So we're waiting on Nick.
Yeah, I just answered.
All right, everyone's here, I believe. Amanda might show up sooner or later. Okay. Do we?
Have do you what?
Do you guys want to grab horses or mounts or anything?
When you guys talk about that to the hunter, he's like, "You don't really need them.
All right.
It's not that long, and getting through the forest with horses is more trouble than it's worth. Unless it's drawn by carriage. But
Does someone else want to try hosting the call? Maybe Brock or Hay?
I can try.
All right, I'll go ahead and hang up then. Test. Can you hear me?
Sure can.
All right, we're just waiting on Nick then. Nick?
am I better now?
Yes. Keep talking though.
Okay.
Just keep going.
Blah, 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 blah.
My life is a horrible mess and it's slowly falling apart. That's what he's saying.
It's not slowly. Like, have you ever seen something slowly fall apart? No, it was a quick descending fuckfest.
Life happens. Okay.
Anyway, anything you guys want to do in town?
I help Linda tend to the bar before we leave, but mending, preparing broken objects, blah blah blah, stuff like that.
I mean, it's getting close to nighttime, so we might want to rest here tonight.
Sounds like a plan.
Orin agrees. He goes to his room.
That night, I will attempt to sneak out again.
Roll stuff
If
to
any-
catch you.
Is anyone actually
Yeah.
going? Is anyone actually looking to catch me? Because otherwise, I'm just gonna walk out.
No, we're not looking.
Wait, are we all in the same? Are we all in the same room?
That was the
Or,
original intent.
Really?
Oh, okay. I thought we were all in different ones.
I know
No, we're
Doctor.
First,
I know Brock didn't see me at all. Apparently.
No,
I thought we were all in different ones before, because how we all did it was like we all had our own little table and stuff like that.
Yeah, and we're also very, very wealthy at the moment.
Yeah, we probably have enough money for our own rooms, if that's what you want to go with. So with that, I don't think
I
anyone
just thought
noticed.
that's how we went with it at the beginning. But Oren doesn't care.
All right.
Oren can sleep in the
But-
fucking dirt.
I do actually. So
Even in the hotel, I sleep in the dirt.
how does Dagger of Warning work exactly?
You have someone needs to mean malice intent or to injure you. So
Hold on. We're gonna see this here.
yeah, I'm looking at the DM's guide right now. But I don't think it's gonna work for me just like sneaking out.
And then you can't be surprised the weapon magically awakens you and your companions within range, and then you sleep naturally when combat begins. Okay.
Yeah, combat has
no,
not begun.
Oren doesn't really give a shit.
All right.
Probably thinks you just got to take a poo or something.
Clearly. All right. I will return in the morning. That's all.
But out of character, I'm still really curious about what's going on. I don't want to do stuff to you.
Oh.
Like, torture you to find out what's
Me?
going on.
Your character has failed to notice me twice now. I don't think
Yeah,
you know
but-
a damn.
Oh, maybe.
Out of
hold on a
character,
sec.
I want to know shit.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
I could roll if you want, but I don't think you're going to win against me.
Go ahead. Do this stealth for us. Astava, do you care?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So you do whatever it is you want to do at night. If you want to do it in a whisper or anything like that, go ahead.
All right.
Everybody else can either go to sleep or jerk off or whatever they want.
Bjorn is going to count out his money and his gems and his loot, and add it into a little lockbox that he carries around him, and that's what he refers to as the angel hunting fund.
Okay. So you have whatever amount that you have in that box.
Yeah.
Astava?
He probably just plays with his kitten familiar the entire evening.
Oren is gonna pull out his dagger, wink, and kind of spin it around, staring at it for a couple hours before he goes to sleep. And that is all. Are you still typing out the whisper, or?
Yeah.
Then we shall wait. Secret things happening.
Secret things. Secret things. Does whatever a secret thing does.
All right. I sent it to you in Skype.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. She's clearly a vampire, guys. Clearly.
Yeah, I mean, totally.
Is that the case? Definitely.
All right.
Nothing is noticed. All right, and you do whatever it is you need to do, and we wake up in the morning.
We do? Wow, that's
We-
nice.
Yeah, it's nice always when you wake up. Like
You
you're not
feel
dead.
a little more faint than you did yesterday. But that's probably because you didn't eat anything. when you make your way downstairs, Raven is currently helping in the kitchen because she doesn't like the idea of little kids in the kitchen with sharp
Bitch
knives.
knows her place.
I'll go
Alright.
ahead. I'll make you guys food. What kind of roll is that?
It is going to be a performance or survival.
Alright, here's performance. And I'm going to toss him some nice herbs on top of that meal.
Okay. So it tastes alright, what you made, but the herbs do seem to give everybody a little bit more of a perk in their step.
I
Seem
saw
a bit more awake.
you guys were a little
You guys
groggy
had
this
some
morning, so I put in a little something extra to help you guys wake up.
What did you put in?
She starts listing off a bunch of interesting herbs that you never heard of. A little bit of mandrake root, light bit of cilantro.
And this is nothing I would have heard of in my medical experience.
You probably heard of cilantro.
Yeah, you've heard of most of that kind of stuff.
Various,
Because it's just-
sage and other things.
You know that some of it can be used in medicines, but it's not like... Basically, it gives the same kind of sensation as coffee.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
that's the cacao tea that she gives you guys. That's the real
Bjorn
kicker.
is like, wow, this is really, really good. He's
Orin-
very pleased
Yeah.
with Raven right now.
What? Orin takes off his helmet to eat and places it down in a very meticulous manner, kind of stoops over the plate a little bit and basically just scarfs it down just in barely 2 minutes and finishes it. Doesn't really say anything else at the moment and then puts back on his helm once he's done eating.
Before you put on your helm, Raven comes back around with a large steak and some eggs and some potatoes.
Orin looks at it and says, "I'll cramp up," and puts back his helm.
I'm so fucking hungry.
And a few chives, a little bit of gravy.
It's not always a good thing to be completely full. And he puts back his helm.
Aestiva seemed to trust the food that she made. Like, he eats it hesitantly, but he doesn't trust it, and he doesn't drink the tea, I guess, at all, or whatever. Oh, no,
Mhm.
wait, there was no brew. Never mind.
There was tea made.
Oh, no, he doesn't drink that.
All right. Everybody finished their breakfast. And at
Apparently
this
so.
time, the hunter comes in and says, "Are you all ready to go?"
Before he heads out, I give him like a water skin of like tea or something.
He looks at it and is like, "Oh, thank you," and straps it to his pack.
I turn to Linda. I give her a slight bow. Tell her to do be careful with the sharp knives and tools. And it's very brave of you to watch after your little brother and sister. Remember there are other people in town who are here who may be able to help you. And I give her like 8 gold pieces.
She nods at you and thanks you very appreciatively. And as you turn her back, she kind of gives you the middle finger a little bit. After that, be careful with the sharp knives. It's like, I've been doing this fucking longer than you have. The only thing that's ever cut me was my parents.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Yo!
Yep. It's not wrong. So yeah, and the hunter's like, "Oh shit, okay, that kind of happened."
Do I notice this?
Perception, but your back is turned, so disadvantage.
I am fine with that. I want to see this little brat do this. I was like
Brad!
13. Did I catch her?
You don't really notice. You kind of feel a little bit like down all of a sudden. but you don't really know why.
All right. If I don't know, I don't know.
But you feel a little depressed. It's just a dark mood surrounding you guys now. Other than Oren, he didn't really give a shit. In fact, he's the one who's like, well, he probably deserved it. But
Little brat, I
so
was
the
trying to help
hunter
out here.
kind of motions you guys. We should leave now. We don't want to be in the fort. We don't want to. We want to get as deep into the forest before dark as we can, because it's bad to move around in that place when all the creatures are about.
All right. It sounds
All
like
right.
a plan.
All right. Takes a sip from that tea and leads you guys out the door.
He's
So
totally leading us in
it-
circles.
So
Night
a
creatures are nearly as
a
bad
couple
as sea
hours later.
creatures.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
Bjorn says night creatures are nearly as bad as sea creatures.
Because you can't see them, and when they touch you, it freaks you out. Oren says.
Precisely.
But I thought that's what the goggles were for.
Still, they're dumb. At least they're on
Okay.
land and they have legs.
You want a fucking race? You want a fucking race?
Yeah, let's race. Let's race, man. Let's race. You're on.
Oh no!
No, that's not a race.
Not quite in level. Oh.
Cheated. Anyways,
So after a few hours, probably. After a few hours, you do start to see over the fields and stuff that there a bunch of trees are rising out. Like they seem larger in size than most forests would grow. You do know that this must be a very, very old forest. Other than the sheer size of it, nothing really else is quite noticeable. There is a very distinct path in the direction that you are heading, but in the few hours that you were on this trail, you do take note that you have not passed anyone else.
I don't think I would notice. What I want to do, considering how old this horse is to keep an eye out for like herbs or stuff like that.
Once you're in the forest, you can totally do that.
Okay, just tell me when and I'll make a check for it.
So in about another hour, you do get to the fringe of the forest, and you are met by your kind of more stone and gravel path turns into what looks to be more of a dirt path. So most of the trees do seem to be cleared away about 20 feet or so. But you do notice that further on, the trees do get a bit more dense. And you do kind of notice a change in the hunter's demeanor. Like he seems to be looking around more. Because before he was just looking straight ahead. Now he's kind of like just keeping a closer eye on the surroundings.
Is there something wrong?
Oh, it's just I don't remember the trees being this close.
Is this terrain unfamiliar to you? Are we lost?
No, it looks the exact same, but other than the trees that there have grown, but it has been a couple of months since I've been.
I'll investigate a freaking tree. Does it look
I'm gonna get you to do a nature, not
okay?
an investigation. But
Okay, I'll look at the tree. Let's see, what would be? I guess if it's newly grown, like the bark would be stretched out instead of clumped up together like normal.
you don't really notice anything too distinguishable about these trees, but they do seem very old. And you do notice that the path, it's not as fine as it was before. It's not as straight. It kind of seems a bit more curved. But I'm gonna transfer you guys over to this now. Because you guys are just entering the forest.
I totally spy what seems to be some mushrooms over there.
Yeah, it's quite bright. It's about 11 o'clock. It's not quite midday yet, but it does seem very bright. It doesn't. The forest doesn't feel threatening.
Oh.
It just. Yeah, it just.
Raven
feels
will
more ancient.
pull the hood over her eyes. She says it's so bright today.
Or kind of looks back at you. Yeah, the sun does that. But you guys do notice, because the other town was clouded almost all the time, that here it seems a lot brighter. It seems more peaceful, really. So I'm going to get you guys to roll perception as you guys start to move down here. If you guys decide to move down further into the forest.
As a reminder, I have disadvantage because I am drow.
Okay.
7's next. Oh, nice 9. Good 9 there.
Yep.
Would have preferred the 24, but you know.
Yeah, well, beggars can't be choosers.
Not before.
Bjorn?
Well, clearly, Astava rolled a 16.
Oh, yes, I did. I rolled a 16.
And what's your bonus?
Plus 3. Perception.
You should have done that on mine. Mine more.
Oh man, one more.
Yeah. Come on. It could mean the difference.
20 instead of 19.
Yeah, 20 though. That's the next tier. So on a 19, you do, as you guys move down here. I assume you guys do move. I'm going to get you to move like 30 or so feet at a time.
Don't touch me.
I'm not going to touch you. I moved my character and the hunter. Now I'll move the NPC players. So as you're moving down here, Astaba, you do kind of notice some slight movement off to the off to either side of you, and deeper in the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems, just by its movement, that it was just an animal. It doesn't seem like it was just like some moving bush and branches in off to the side.
I think he sort of makes note of it, and he's just like, I didn't realize animals would stray so close to the path.
The hunter turns to you at this and says, the animals in the old wood have always been more active than anything else. The lady really offers a lot of protection. Only a fool would attack the animals here without provocation.
The lady?
That's why the wood has grown so old and powerful.
You say powerful. What do you mean by that?
Well, look at this place. Doesn't it have an air to it? Just from the last town, it's so much brighter. This place has life, where that place was covered in death.
It's like he says that while Raven's like fully cloaked, like no visible skin, with the hood drenched all over her face.
Orin really doesn't have any visible skin either, but
He's actually just muscles. There is no skin.
Clearly,
Yeah.
Exactly.
he
why
actually
he
doesn't
doesn't
have
skin
the
on.
organ skin. It's
doesn't
either
need
scar tissue or
epidermis.
bone.
Epidermia for the weak.
Yeah. That's why I wear the armor, because if I take it off, it stings. Air touching my... Yeah.
Don't worry, my doctor said it was okay.
Yeah. My doctor's back there. He's a dermatologist. That's what he told me.
I thought he was a
I don't know what
quack.
that means. Surgeon by trade, gynecologist by passion.
Dear God.
All right.
So, yeah, you guys just keep moving down the path.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who is actively kind of looking for any herb or anything can roll a survival. Yep. Do you have disadvantage on all skill checks?
I think it's relating to vision.
Yeah.
All right. So disadvantage.
I'm not actively
Oh
searching.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Game loves me. Wants me to find these herbs. Like.
Okay, so Raven, you notice off to your left, as you guys are moving down, left, that this right here seems to be some sort of medical herb. Bjorn, you also notice that that is a medical herb over there. So I'm gonna. It seems to be quite an abundance. So if you like, you can put one more use onto your herbalism kit or medical kit.
All right, sweet.
All right then.
You guys would be over there to get through it.
Let's see. I'm gonna add it to my herbalism kit because then I can make healing potions later. Okay. Also, I need to remember to actually do that at some point. Well, are these mushrooms, by chance, in a ring? Or they're just here in this little spot?
It just seems to be growing, like plants do.
Okay. Seeing nothing else around, I will head back to the rest of the party and ask the doctor if he actually knows what these are.
Either nature or I'm gonna get you to do a medicine check for knowing that they are medical plants, or at least you would know the medical plants.
Can I roll herbalism to understand herbs?
No, you can't roll your kit.
Oh well, it's worth trying.
You can roll nature though.
But the kit has a guide in it.
The kit's better. The kit's stronger.
Well, I don't have a fucking intricate knowledge on medical herbs, so you know that they are medical fucking herbs. Leave me alone.
Let's go with painkillers. They're painkillers.
I'm not a botanist, you bastard.
It's wolf
These
snake.
mushrooms seem to do
We all
something to people that kills their pain and also makes them see colors that don't exist.
All right, marking down
Yeah.
as magic mushrooms.
There you go. Not magical mushrooms. They're magic. +1 to shrooms.
All right.
Oh, by the way, everybody's healed up. You guys took a long rest.
Okay.
Are they +1 magical shrooms?
They're +1 to shrooms.
Clearly they are.
So can I shroom people with them? Just toss the shrooms?
Well, you can throw the shrooms at them, and you'll certainly shrew them that way. But
Well, then there we go.
there you go. I have to have 3 frickin' character sheets open here.
Convenient.
Yeah, right. And I'm not any of them.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember if I rolled for health or not when I did the level up.
I think
Yeah, I don't remember either. I just sort of assumed I did.
I remember you doing it.
I'm pretty sure you
If
both did.
you guys said I did, I'll believe you. I just because I hadn't included spells or other stuff, so I don't know if I did or not. It's fine. Like she doesn't need too much health anyway. It's like mathematically, she's still within the range of what health she should have, so it's not a problem.
Okay. So, I'm gonna get you guys to roll another perception, and then we can make our way out of here, maybe.
Instead of looking around, Raven's eating a sandwich.
Well, this is a lot fucking better.
Everyone sees everything.
All right. You. Aestha and Oren both see what Aestha saw last time. Something slightly moving in the brush, but it doesn't seem. It seems like some sort of animal. Bjorn, on the other hand, he notices that animal movement, but it seems to, like, just from the shadow of it as it quickly moved from branch and bush, it looked like an animal shape, but with slightly humanoid features.
God damn it. What kind of animal shape?
Fucking nature.
Fucking nature.
Fucking nature.
20.
You think, okay, you think that it could be some sort of rat.
Oh God.
It's Rat God.
What? Where?
Bjorn says to the crew, the party. Anyone else notice that movement? Anyone see that?
Yeah.
Raven
So
will
it's not
summon
the-
her familiar snake.
You can spend 10 minutes here?
No, she can just do it as a bonus action. Bonus
Oh.
action, you like snap her fingers, it just shows up.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw something moving off in the brush there.
There's some sort of rat person, like the Shadow Cap mutant, but rat-like this time.
And more person.
More person-y.
More person.
If I have time,
Uh,
I'll go ahead and pop that.
The hunter kind of chimes up at this and says, yeah, there's those kind of creatures dwell in this forest. They're servants of the lady.
Is the lady friendly? Is she very nice? Do you think
She,
she'd have her?
as long as you do not damage her forest, she will not bother you. She has been known to take people when they do disrupt her nature. Those rat people are basically her spies throughout the forest.
Where does she take
But-
them? Out to dinner?
What? I assume they eat stuff that's in the forest, but they do serve her. I've only seen the lady once myself, but if we're lucky, she'll actually appear before us. She might be of some help.
From what
She
you
may know
say,
more
are we
about your
sure?
angel.
From what you say, she seems like a very wise and capable person, which Raven is saying aloud. What would... Well, where will we be able to find her? Like you say,
Pardon?
she's here in the forest, but how would we find or speak with this person?
Well, we don't find her. She finds us. If she feels like associating with us.
Okay.
I know of no one who's actually seen where she dwells, other than she does live in this forest. That's really all I know. She appeared before me when I had wounded myself. I'd fallen from a hill and broken my leg. and she appeared before me. She healed me and fed me and sent me on my way.
So, what does this woman of the forest look like?
She is bright. She's very bright. I don't mean in her mind, I mean she...
Skin tone.
Like
Yeah, she
her,
seems to
as it
shine.
pointed at the half angel in the party.
No, like,
Him.
I can actually see her features. She's so bright.
I see.
I do know that she looks like a person. but then again,
you just said you
I've only
couldn't
seen
see
her once.
her. She was so bright.
It's like every part of her body was shining, but it still came out in the visage of a person. It wasn't like looking at the sun, it was more a person of light.
I see what you mean. And then like she looks at the rest of the party and like shaking her head like, okay, all right.
Orin kind of chimes in up this, and he's like, so, no fires in the forest. And the hunter's like, yeah, we are not setting a fire in this forest. Oh, hold on one sec.
Alright, guys, it's been another hour. You guys want to take a quick, like, 5-minute break? Does that sound okay?
Yeah, I might make some coffee. I've run out of coffee.
Alright. So, I'm going to cut the stream. If anyone's watching, thanks for showing up. We'll be back in 5 minutes.